Hi, I'm Lindsay Moore, MD of Kind Consultancy, and I'm really pleased to introduce Lee Byrne from GCAL here
I'm
today.
all the better
How
for
are you,
seeing
Lee?
you, Lindsay, and thank you for inviting me along and giving me the opportunity to share more about this exciting opportunity.
Lee, here at Kind, we're really excited with the partnership with GCAL. Obviously, it's been 2 years in the making, but we're really excited by what we're going to deliver here. Do you want to just share with us a little bit more about yourself and GCAL?
Yeah, so it has been 2 years, thank you, Lindsay, and I am delighted that we finally got over the line. The reason it took so long, of course, is we wanted to make sure it was appropriate and that what we offer and bring to the table to Kind Consultancy candidates is appropriate. Fundamentally, we are about helping people realise their ambitions. We are absolutely in intent and enabling people to increase their confidence and competence in their roles, and frankly, trying to put a smile on their face when they do their jobs. So the learning is technically proficient. It provides all the information they should be aware of, but with a heavy focus on, so what does that mean from an operational perspective? And I think that's really important. Because there's, as we said, there's never been more important that people are effective in their roles and responsibilities. The final piece that's really important to share is simply that all our learning is supported by an assessment, which is online, it's timed, it's meaningful. And if the candidates, the learners are successful, then we are able to award a certification in association with the University of Gloucestershire, which means that people recognise that kite mark as having independent validation of a certain level of technical awareness and competence, which we think is really important. And I think it just reinforces the whole aspect of trust in the Kind Agile solutions as being the place to go if I want to find the right solution from a people perspective. Hey, Lindsay. So I'm really excited to share more about this new working partnership and collaboration with Kind Consultancy. Lindsay, why have we got together to provide this new learning and this new solution? What's the real drivers from your perspective before I talk about the regulatory piece?
So, as we're all aware, financial crime is on the up. It's increased significantly globally over the last decade, and that really is across all aspects of financial crime. That, coupled with the ever-changing landscape from a regulatory perspective, means that firms need to be comfortable and confident that they are hiring the very best talent, real SMEs within their field, people that are really fit for purpose given how progressive financial crime is moving on.
And I guess the message is it's required today, not tomorrow. The reality is we
Absolutely.
need these skills today to be more effective, to make sure they're fit and proper to do their roles. And certainly from my perspective, Lindy, I think what I am seeing and we're seeing is just move towards personal accountability at all levels, not just corporate accountability. So I guess what I'm hearing is there is definitely a need in the marketplace, and there's an opportunity for Kind Consultancy candidates to get ahead. So let's talk about that next, please. A lot of people in the employment market, reducing opportunity potentially, clear expectation that those who are appointed are the best of the best. What do I need to do as a candidate to be the best of the best and to demonstrate that I am the right and the preferred solution?
Sure, thanks, Lee. Yes, in certain areas, the market is very saturated with candidates that have got a very similar background and skill set. So, as an individual, it's all about getting ahead. How can you stand out from the crowd? Why should a potential employer invite you to interview as opposed to someone else? And I really feel that this is where our partnership can help people with that accredited learning. With what you're doing at GCAL, I really feel that would
And I think,
help.
from my perspective, I think what is exciting is we are a trusted provider of tailored learning for risk professionals and companies. You are a trusted provider for people. If you put the two together, you've got a trusted resource, Kind really care about that, making sure we make the right impact. GCAL definitely cares about taking care of our people and making sure they enjoy the roles and aren't just competent.
Yes.
So I think it's a meeting of minds, isn't it? So let's make sure then that going forward, and that's the purpose of the programme, is that Kind Consultancy candidates who go through this learning solution that we're advising and advising are then differentiated because of the kite mark that comes from our learning, which is awarded in association with the University of Gloucestershire. I think that's quite exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it gives potential employers confidence that the people that they are onboarding, that they're hiring, are of a certain level and they have got certain experience and the knowledge is where it needs to be.
That's the important thing. They're ready to go. Perfect. Okay, Lindsay. So we're working together. We're really keen for our people to realise their ambitions and to get ahead and stay in employment. The reason GCAL was so comfortable working with Kind Consultancy is your track record of results. Now, tell me about this Kind Agile Solutions, because there's two parts of this story. One is, what is it? And two, I have to be honest, I'd want to be on it. So how do I get on it?
Sure. Okay, no, that's great. Thank you. Kind Agile Solutions is a bench of top quartile contractors. We developed it a number of years ago now, and that was off the back of feedback that we received from multiple clients, multiple organisations. And they shared with us that when there is a large project that they need interim support on, they were actually budgeting for 20% fallout and having to let people go within the first month to 6 weeks because of substandard performance. So we obviously went away and thought, how can we help our clients? How can we reduce this? And obviously formed Kind Agile Solutions. So we carry out extra due diligence on all of our contractors before we allow them to move on to our Kind Agile Solutions bench. And we do this so that when we place individuals on a project, we are comfortable and confident that they can deliver the right results for our clients. I think this partnership here, Lee, works perfectly with Kind Agile Solutions because we are only putting people on the bench that have met certain criteria. So having an accreditation within financial crime through GCAL obviously means that their knowledge is of a level that clients need it to be. So they are fit and proper to be able to move on to a project and have an impact from day one.
I mean, that sounds perfect. I mean, it's almost like elite professional development, isn't it? And you're trusted.
It is. And what I would also, yeah, we are. And what I would also say, Lee, is our contractors are so good that most of the time, wherever there's a budget, they're not only securing the position, but they are being extended time and time again as well.
So, Lindsay, you've got my interest. I am interested in learning more about this. What do I do, please? Where do I go? And how do I get on board this train?
Excellent. Thank you, Lee. It's actually very straightforward. All you need to do is go to the Kind Consultancy website and look under our services. Within there, you'll see a tab for learning and development. Click through there and just register, and it'll take you directly to all the courses. Very straightforward, very simple.
I love simple, Lindsay. I am a simple man with simple needs. That sounded simple. Thank you. For me, Lee Byrne, thank you for your attention, joining this. My final word is simply to act now, get ahead of the pack, stay ahead of the pack, and enjoy the role and responsibility and make a contribution in the fight against crime and terrorism. Lindsay, final word.
No, thank you. And thank you all for joining us. If you do have any further questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But we're looking forward to working with you all.